Okay, building the sugar plant, sugar mill. This is a Trix version, but it's actually the Walther's Greatland Sugar Mill build, licensed to Trix, which I bought second-hand off of internet, but it hadn't been built. What I found was that the original owner had started to weather some of the sprues before building. So you can see on this sprue that there is some blotchy spots where some initially weathering has been done. So I'm going to continue that process, and I've already started. I'll build the little boiler house first, or the goods shed first. And here I've done a little bit of weathering on the brickwork, basically to bring out the mortar between the bricks, which would be a little bit more representative of an older building here, with the lighter colored mortar coming through. So that's what I've been busy with initially. Of the goods shed, storage facility where goods would come in and out by rail. This is the boiler house, the stack, and this is the central sugar mill. I think originally this sugar mill was based on cane sugar, as I've said, and here in Europe it would be beet sugar, which requires a lot of evaporation of the beet. So I'll be adding some large diffuser tower tanks, I think they're called, where the beet pulp is diffused to get some of the base sugar out before it's concentrated in the vacuum pans and finally crystallized out. And what you see on the sugar beet facility is lots of stacks with evaporation, big plumes of evaporating water as the mix is concentrated and the water is evaporated off. So that's what I'll also be adding. Working on the colors. It's a good idea on the internet to check real factories that you're building. So I've weathered the brickwork, and now I'm just wondering whether the window ornaments, the sills, the window frames, which come in the kit in a dark grey, whether they should be that color, or perhaps, which you quite often see here, a lighter color. And I've just been checking that on the internet. Let's see if this works. Looks like the frames are generally a darkish color. Certainly, the internet is a great help in looking up color schemes of things that you're not familiar with. So I think I'll stick with the color that's given here. You could perhaps make it a lighter shade of grey, but it's certainly not the white that I was originally thinking of, perhaps spraying all the... these are all the windows that have to go into the plant. Don't think it'd be appropriate to spray them white, so I'll stick with this color, I think. Yeah, if you're really good at modeling, like so many of you, really professional effort. This is full-scale sugar factory. I think it looks like HO on a HO layout. So if you're really good and you want to really scratch build a sugar factory, this is what it would look like. These are the main goods freight doors of the freight building, and they're just plain brown. I was thinking of spraying them, or plain grey. I was thinking of spraying them brown, but I just experimented just now with a a light coloured wash, just to bring out the wood paneling of the doors. See if that would work. Okay, just to bring out a little bit of relief in the wood. Assume that they're wooden doors. Put on a bit of wash. It's a light grey wash that I happen to have around, and then just rub off the excess. Like that, just to get a little bit of a profile in the doors. Oh, that's about right. Just for a little bit of profiling. Well, this goods shed for the sugar plant is a fairly simple build, really. It's really more about painting and weathering. This was the original colour of the skirting here. This plasticky beige colour. And what I did is I took a spray can of white and dark grey anthracite and just sprayed the two over the top of each other to get a bit of a spickly effect, sort of like a concrete type texture. So that's what it looks like. Nothing really great about it. So I'll finish that. I think the rest is pretty much very similar.